Okay, before I leave the knots thing, I kind of wrapped it up and I was done. I got to thinking, I said, you know, I didn't go over loose knots. And, you know, predominantly you see them in pines and whatever, but sometimes you find them in anything. Now, one thing is in a pine, you can kind of tell a loose knot just by looking at it. Typically in your pines, you're going to, if the knot is brown, it's a tight knot. If the knot's black or has a black ring around it, it's a loose knot. That's just simply bark around it. Now, depending upon how bad it is, now this is a piece of cherry. And you can see this knot goes all the way through. Now, we just finished doing where we used the wedge. I've often taken a Forstner bit and got on this, or a paddle bit, and just drill on the angle, just drill the hole out. And then literally take a hunk of cherry and just start whittling it till it fit. And drive it in. Put it in there. Now you don't want to create a super wedge because you could crack. But that's a good way to replace a totally missing knot hole. Now right here where you've got this little small loose knot, now I'll give you a hint too. If you spot these, you want to get them out of here before you start machining. They'll get caught up in your planer table saw. And I'll tell you what else, particularly some of them pine ones and black ones, you don't want to be running them things to a table saw. You try to cut one of them things, you better be ready to duck. Now I ain't telling you how I know that. I read it in a book. Or, geez, that hurt. You learn early on, don't mess with loose knots. If the knot is just loose, you can pull it out, clean the inside of the hole, scrape the bark off of it, and use some epoxy or CA glue or whatever, and glue it right back in. But you know, in a case like this small knot, I would drill it out, and you can go out here, and I already put it up because I forgot it, you know, and you can get your plug cutters. You know, or you can buy them. You know what I'm talking about, the face plugs, you know, where you drill it and this thing will drill a tapered plug. They work excellent to replace a knot, and they make a pretty good repair. Pretty simple. Watch loose knots. That thing come flying out of there. You can find it in the next county. Be careful with knots.